let's go back. What is I should do that on purpose. Get nailing everybody.
Reading, action, safety helmet. The basic concept of crash was based upon the reduction of sports-related injuries. As a team, we collaborated on a concept that could be universally used, easily adaptable, highly functional, and promotes going green. Initially, we selected a general helmet and tested our theory. This meant much trial and error. We collected resources from our environment. Specifically, the helmet was purchased from a second-hand shop. LEDs and wiring were taken from recycled electronics. Through much experimentation, we troubleshot various programming codes. After our demonstration, we invited the guests and judges to view our digital photo display and poster board showing the stages of inception to completion. So let us begin with Crash. This is Matt. Though he's been known for being very clumsy, this does not stop him from his favorite hobby, skateboarding. Skateboarders are well known for their numerous falls, but luckily, Matt is wearing the Crash helmet that lets him know he has a head injury by lighting and vibrating. Scenario 2. Matt, being the adventurous boy that he is, decides to join the school's football team. As Matt catches a pass and makes his way to the end zone, he gets tackled and suffers a hard fall. He bangs his head, and almost instantly his Crash helmet begins blinking and vibrating, letting him and his coaches know he should be evaluated by a paramedic for possible head trauma.
Okay. How it is vibrating and blinking? You should immediately go to a hospital or something.
Okay, scenario 3. Matt is riding his bike to his friend's house. On his way, he runs over a large stick, loses his balance, and crashes. Matt gets the wind knocked out of him when he hits the ground. His Crash helmet goes off to alert nearby pedestrians that he's been hurt.
Go to the hospital right now.
Leaving a head injury untreated, no matter how big or small, can be very serious and lead to other health problems, as well as keep you from your favorite sport or activity. This product is universally functional. It can be worn by all ages during any sport or activity where head protection is required. The Crash helmet is composed of all recyclable materials, making it eco-friendly as well as affordable at a reasonable price and attainable at any major discount stores such as Walmart, Target, Kmart. Safety is our #1 priority and motivation. When you're in a dash, grab the Crash. And this is our team over here. Thank you guys for your time. Each one of our teams today.
It's been a real pleasure to be here. We probably kept people waiting here at the time, but you got a chance to look at and talk to the students involved in this. You've probably been as impressed as we have in the efforts that went into this. I see people smiling after the presentations, and that's because we're seeing the creativity, we're seeing the teamwork, and those are things that are always essential in any organization. And what you've demonstrated here in your work is the ability to take a concept, come up with a new idea, put it together, do all the things that were necessary to turn that idea into a real demonstration. And that is a lot of work, a lot of teamwork involved in that. There's a lot of learning that went on here. And that's one of the things we were looking for in the background here. We wanted to see how the teams had come together and how that had worked. And as a judging group, we were very impressed. We wanted to talk about, we had 5 teams here, and we wanted to talk a little bit about each of them, because it's a shame that we can't just declare 5 winners in this competition. There were so many aspects of the competition that we looked at. We looked at the technical aspects of it, how well did they do, how complicated were their projects. We looked at the creativity involved in it, the research that was done, the presentation, both on the speaker's part and the model's part. All those became factors in it. And we look at those, we could have 5 different categories of winners in that process if we looked at all the details, but we could only come up with 1 winner. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what we saw and what we liked on the presentations, some of the efforts and challenges that we saw going on. So I thought I would take a couple minutes to do that, and I want everyone to walk away from this recognizing that there has been a lot of teamwork, a lot of learning, a lot that went on here that we couldn't be more pleased to have witnessed in that process. As we chug along with things, certainly I found that on the judges' table, on the shockingly sheet with our warning system on the lights, that was a very useful idea. It was well implemented, well presented. There was a lot of teamwork that went into that. Not only did they have their equipment working on the jacket, but they also went and put another system on the dog's leash for additional light. That got quite a response here as well when you turned that on. So that was a lot of fun, and we really enjoyed listening to your presentation. Let's see, we had next down this line here, we had sensor tech. And didn't you guys get interrupted a little bit too with the...
No, this is our interrupted briefly.
I know you guys were interrupted a bunch, but I thought maybe it might have come back and got a second interruption in yours. Okay. The things that we saw there, the idea of working with technology to try to help people with visual disabilities. It was certainly an excellent idea. The approach that you were taking and what you're looking for. There's a lot of research going on in that area, and we're certainly going to see a lot more devices. Certainly along the lines of what you were demonstrating here are going to turn out as practical devices to help people that have visual handicaps. So what you're doing was very, very timely on the process, and we really like to see that on your efforts. Very good, solid presentation in the process. Down to our group, and I won't pronounce your name right. I wanted to say Peacock Group, but it's Picosity. The very, very elegant idea in the design. We were very impressed with your implementation of the electric motors and the lights. Running that kind of stuff is very challenging to do, to get that to work. I know you mentioned that you had several shorts that you had to work out. Problems were overcome. I know they had at least a picture or so of them working off-site as a team, so these teams have put in a lot more hours than just the time that they would have during the school day to work on this. And that certainly showed off in the teamwork that you demonstrated. We're very, very impressed with your use of the technology. So that was a very nice thing to look at. We were then over to our group over here, and this was the exercise idea with the belt, and very nicely done. We really liked the presentation. We liked the demonstration. It was a good concept to move out, to take and look at ways to encourage physical fitness. That's clearly, people are coming up with more stuff all the time. There's stuff being built into the Nike shoes and up into the phones. We're seeing that more, and that motivates people in lots of ways we wouldn't have expected. So you guys were right on the mark with that, and we really enjoyed it, so congratulations. And last but not least, we have our crash helmet work here. And if you've been following the news, you know that that has been getting a lot of play in the last few weeks in regard to football injuries. That the studies are now, it's been known for a long time, but the studies are becoming a lot more well-known about the fact that lower impact injuries that have previously been ignored can cause long-term damage to occur. And so what you were doing was very timely on it to look at that process, and we certainly enjoyed your various demonstrations of the kinds of things that it could protect against. So with all that, as I say, if we had a choice, we would say everybody really accomplished a lot in this effort, and we'd like to applaud you all. But given that we had to total up all the scores and all the parts and put them together, we do have some overall winners. And I'll turn that over to Lori for, hopefully probably next.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank Professor Schiller for coming in to help us out today. He is that we have today, so we would like to thank him and award him with one of our OCDTS t-shirts, and hope that he will wear it all summer long and let everybody know what a great time he had here at Wearable Electronics. Absolutely. Go Big Blue. Okay, we are going to award certificates to all of our participants today. Unfortunately, we only have 3 places. It was an incredibly difficult decision because of the diversity of the projects and the different elements. It was a very, very difficult decision. And I'm very pleased to announce that our 3rd place winner completely impressed us with their demonstration and concept, and that is our Team 101, Team Alpha, that presented us with the crash helmet. So first prize, congratulations. Our second prize, our 2nd place, goes to a team that had a very playful presentation, and I will have to tell you that the dog did not sway us, but it is Team 104, Shockingly Chic, with the dress out with the jacket, which was wonderful, so that's 2nd place, thank you. And then our big winner today really won because of the incredible complexity of their electronics, and that goes to Team 105, Picosity. So thank you all very much for coming in to Wearable Electronics. We'll let our model make another strut down the runway. And please don't hesitate to congratulate all the teams for their work. We truly are impressed with all of you. Thank you.